Today, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma City Bisons taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oklahoma City Bison. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
8 yards.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 56 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their #8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. On 1st down, McMullen, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over first.
So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 54 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Barrett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 there, 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the handoff, Lewis. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Knight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 14.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and that is incomplete.
Pass on 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, Atlanta.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McBride. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play. 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he can't there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground now on. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Bisons nothing.
2nd and 6. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. This is Lewis on the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barrett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down, Falcons.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
15 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
1st and 10. At their own 18.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
1st and
A good pickup there, 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Good. 4.
7 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Come on, now.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Fumble on the play.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Pass intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. It's a big play there by Lewis. 42 yards.
On the play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, Monroe. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The 2nd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
at their own 31.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Lewis. That time, the 46.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turn the ball over back to their offense, and try to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
44-yard line.
On first down, McMullen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Taken down and sacked.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They try again with Lewis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
37-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Falcons.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They run. This is Lewis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this one's incomplete.
2nd down pass.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
8 yards to go.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He's taken down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete. It's now.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return.
At their own 36.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 4. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback is sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
Complete to number 8.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McMullen, he had to fight that tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
And at the 36-yard
When you
line.
get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to his
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass on 1st down. intended for number 88. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Second down and 10.
Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
The first down pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Lewis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Forced to the ground.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And he fires one incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
2-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
At their own.
The Falcons offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 25. 2 yards on the pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
The 2nd down pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's 3rd down. And
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it.
Fumble on the play.
Well, that simply is a miss. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 45-yard.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 17-14. A little over 80 ticks to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McBride.
The pass.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll look to throw. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Oklahoma City, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year.